All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And let me zoom out on the map. So we're really close to our old base, which is good news. Good news. We'll follow this little path. We're actually going to loot that bag, though. What's in that bag? Nothing of worth or value, so we'll keep going. We're going to shoot back to this little base, and I am, oh, Evel Knievel through the tree. I am determined to find nitrate. I know I can do it, and absolutely need to do it. At this point, you know, after all we've accomplished with the bases, you know, I could start on some new style base or bunker, but you know, we're pretty good. I mean, we have a free fall, we have your standard bunker, and we have the spikeless barbed wire system in place. So I don't see a whole lot of need for us to just keep building base after base after base. Maybe we do something unique and go out with a bang on this series eventually and build some massive structure or something. But as it is right now, I kind of just want to collect enough resources to utilize our guns best we can on that barbed wire defense. So let's just pray. Oh, look at that there, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why I didn't take it all with me last time. So we can use this as a dump off time as well. And I don't have a whole lot of wood to be playing around with here, but I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get one of these forges going here. Iron, a little bit of clay in there. Let's turn that on. I actually had wood in there. Do we have clay? Oh, we sure do. Look at that. So we left ourselves set up here pretty good to say we hadn't been back here in, I don't know, what, 30, 40 days or something. It's been a long time. We'll put our sand in here. Well, go ahead and put our raw iron and our clay in here a little bit that we have left over. We'll take our puffer coat because we are in the snow biome. Don't want to get too cold. And pull out some fuel. While I'm here, I might as well make storage chest or two. Take along with us when we go. That should be enough fuel to hold us over. Bet you we have a decent amount of food and water here as well. We sure do. Let's go ahead and take the goldenrod tea that we have left, and we have some bacon and eggs we can take with us just for extra food. Leave any ammo, had a few casings, nail gun, some splints. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and cap off on those since we did use several. Fortunately, we did not get the zombie virus. We don't have any auger blades here. I think I took all those with me. How much wood are we sitting on? Just one little bit. I tell you what, let's go ahead and cap off the 5,000 of that. Just curious what all we left here. You know, I don't remember that I left much of anything, but we left just enough to get us by. That was our spare mini bike right there in case of emergency. We actually are going to need to take that with us at some point over to the other base, because this will no longer be our fallback. You know, we're not going to spawn here anymore. It's going to be between the barbed wire base and the free fall bunker. So, mini bike sitting up on an angle there. Boy, we were down to 5% fuel too. Let's get ourselves on back over here. Nurse Nancy, I don't have time for you today. We are on a mission. Looks like, what is this? Lead? Okay, so there's the mountain I was telling you about earlier, one of these mountains. And when we do need lead for bullet tips, bam, we just tunnel right into the side of one of these mountains and we're going to be good to go. Excellent. I'm going to head back out here. Get to digging once again. I can feel it, ladies and gentlemen. I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. That's right. It's our time to succeed in finding the nitrate. Right there was the point of interest path. Boing, boing. So it looks like we were right up ahead here. That's where our mine was at when we left last time. We had a train of zombies, and I guess they all despawned. So I do not see them anymore. Now let's see. Before I dump this away, we did spend a little bit of time down in the hole. Let's go ahead and top off. So we took our cornbread out at the other base. So it's a good thing I did grab the bacon and eggs. I don't think I even realized that we did that. Okay. We'll take the rest down with us. We'll leave that in there. Going to seal this off once again so they can't just pile in on top of us. Don't want to break a leg. Sometimes you hear that expression, oh, break a leg. Probably don't want to do that in here. So we went down that way. What elevation? Minus 42. Let's repair our auger. Throw it on our belt, do an inventory sort. And I guess I could put down a chest here. Let's do that. Let's make a little spot for a chest real quick. And let's stick a few cans of gas, our pickaxe, a regular axe, storage chest, puffer coat. Don't think we're going to need that. We will keep our wood in case of emergency, though we do have 54 wood frames, so we're probably all right on that as well. So do a quick sort it again, and get to work, get to digging. Let's take a look at the map here real quick. Kind of want to go north more, so we'll go west for a little ways, and then we'll cut back north again at this level. We'll refuel. So we already have a first batch of resources here. Looks like another one of those little miniature pockets of iron. I'm not going to get too excited after what we found before. Oh, I want to get hit by that. It's a little larger than the last one, it looks, though. Let's jump up here and see if we probe away for a moment. Make sure we don't open up any nitrate. Well, that 200 auger, that 200 gas. So on the multiplayer server, our auger holds 1,000 gas. And you get spoiled with that. You don't have to reload, but every... Oh! We do not want to die from gravel. Not fun. Not fun at all. It will kill you dead. So I'm only going to pick at this for another moment. Just to see what's over here. And if we're just finding iron, then we're going to move on to the next area. This looks like this is all iron. Iron is such a plentiful resource. On the server we have chests full of this stuff, and we don't even have a need for it anymore. So that's all that looks like, ladies and gentlemen, is just some iron. So we're going to keep on tunneling west for just a moment, and then we're going to go north at this level. Refuel. I feel like I'm refueling every 20 seconds with this 200 fuel tank. Let's see where we're at on the map. And I'm going to turn north now. I tell you what, let's go west just a little bit more. Another resource pocket here. Looks like more iron. And it just looks like another pocket of the iron that we were experiencing earlier over there. So maybe this is a good time to turn north. Open that up a little bit just to see. Just to make sure I'm not missing out on something here. So this must be a pretty good level for resources, though, because that's a few pockets that we've run into at minus 42. So we might hang out on this level and just tunnel for a bit and see what we can find. Keep a nice straight path for a little bit, be easy to find our way in and out. And then, of course, if we find something, we'll just put down some markers as we tunnel. Maybe the server was a fluke in finding all the nitrate that we found on there in the snow biome. Maybe that's every seed is different the way it's generated, but we'll find out soon enough. I guess not soon enough, but we'll find out pretty soon. Every intention of mining until we find some nitrate. Golly. Really feel like we're going to hit it big here soon. Of course, we went half the episode last time. Did not find even a drop of it. Get a repair and might as well get a refuel as well. Let's check where we're at on the map. Okay, so we're a little farther north. Gonna keep going. a little odd, the pockets of iron that we're finding, because if I pick away like we did the last couple times, there's not even a lot of iron there. It's kind of surprising. I thought for sure by this point in we would at least had, you know, a couple hundred nitrate, but as anything like our success on the server, we'd have thousands of it by now. But I think we just got a little lucky in stumbling upon it when we did. I may even go a little deeper here in a moment and see if we get closer to bedrock if we have some success. And what I might do is just pick up shop as well and move to a new location here in the snow biome and dig there. So we just hit gravel. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I see the good stuff right there. Nice. I hope there's like 30,000 of it in this one pocket. It's probably very unlikely, but after all the tunneling we had to do to find just a little bit of it, let's kind of open up around here. Oh, look at all of it right there. Pick away at that nitrate. Excellent. Woo! Well, I feel a little bit better now. I told you I could feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. Oh, what a beautiful thing this is. Success, ladies and gentlemen, success. We'll be making gunpowder before you know it. Oh, it just keeps going too. That's beautiful. I was hoping we were going to run into like 30 of it, you know, and then not see any more, but it doesn't look that way. Looks like we're going to continue finding it here. Well, I almost need to go up and mine down onto this. We might be below a big chunk of where it's at. See here, it's maybe we can climb our way up here. Well, it just goes on and on too. So it looks like it was well worth the wait and the effort that we put into it. Oh boy, because we're finding a lot of it in this one spot now, and it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. If you'll bear with me, we're going to pick out all that we can pick out. Fill our bag with all that we can fill our bag with, and then the next mining area will be the plains biome for coal. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Goodness in the morning. And so we'll gather up our coal. Then we'll head back to the hub city base. Oh, it's beautiful looking. Beautiful. We'll head back to the hub. We'll go ahead and get our gunpowder crafting as much as we can possibly get. Then we will go on a scavenging hunt for brass in the various cities around. That'll be fun. That'll be something a little different, something that I don't normally do. We'll take a wrench for cars. We'll wrench every car along the way, and then we'll stop at all the cities. And I'll show you a little trick that I found with the brass as well. And oof, get out of there, sir. I don't want to leave any of this behind. Get a more elevated position here. Look at all of that. My goodness. How much do we have already? Look at that! Over 2,000 already. good things. I see good things happening here. Oh, it just keeps going up here. And then we left so much behind as well. I just figured, oh, well, we'll pick away at that on the way out, but it just keeps going. All right, let's check our elevation. That's the one thing I didn't do. We found it at minus 42. We are currently at minus 32, so we've gone up 10, and we're still finding it. So you know that moving forward, minus 32 and on is a good spot for it. So I'll have to remember that. I'll have to remember the minus 32. We were still getting it. Maybe even higher than that. We'll just have to see how high it actually goes when we get up to the top part of it here. Look at all of that nitrate. Nitrate for days. Oh, I mean, I could just probably stay here and get 10 or 20,000 of this stuff if I wanted to. And that's the horn. We have full belly, fully hydrated. I have lots of gas. And if you'll just bear with me for this episode, we're going to set ourselves up to be able to use guns moving forward. As it was, we were really pretty low on bullets for the AK and for the sniper rifle. And with this, being able to do this and get all of the nitrate, I absolutely, oh, look at that. I know we can find coal. We've found coal in the past, and I actually left that mine over there. I think perhaps even with some coal still lying there in the walls that we didn't get. So we'll go back over and pick away at that again. I don't want to get lost in here. That's one thing, you know. I guess I could always dig my way back out. If I had to. Look at that. This is just everywhere. Oh, we made a circle. Full circle here. Tell you what. I know we left some back here. Give ourselves a mark on where we're at. Okay, I didn't even touch that yet, so that's a great spot. Let's see where we came in at. I think I went down a good little ways, and I am at minus 39, so we're pretty close, so that's not just chopping in the background. We're pretty close to the level we were at when we initially found it. Let's take a look at the map again, see if I get a better idea of where we came in at here. Okay, that's where we started going up. I got so carried away with finding it that I really just concerned myself with one thing at a time, one problem at a time. While we're looking at it, I might as well take this out. Worst case scenario is we make ourselves a new entrance to this mine and just go out a different way than we came in. Least of my concerns right now. So we still have a little bit of gas. I need to go back to that chest, get some more gas. Look at all of that. Maybe even dump some of this off in case I die. This gravel falls on me or something. I don't lose what we've found so far. Such a glorious thing. Don't want to lose any of it. It's just uncovering itself for us there as that gravel falls. So this is how we found it on the server. When we found it, there were two of us mining it. So we had, you know, double the auger fun going on, and absolutely just raked in an enormous amount in a short time. But I was made aware by Pronto that, hey, you know, this is where I found it, and I found so much of it that I probably never use it all. He even tried to encourage me to take some. I said, no, I'd kind of like to find it on my own, and I'll just go to another snow biome. I'm going to put a frame. You're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me. Did I throw those frames in the chest? I knew I threw the wood in the chest, or did I drop them or something? I must have dropped them. Well, let's look at this. Let's just make 25 of these. I wonder how long it takes to make. Oh, you can make that fast. All right, so before I use any more gas, we have, how much do we have left? We have 1,000 left, 200 in here, and the mistake I made was not bringing my pickaxe down here in case of emergency. But we have 1,000 left with what's in my auger to get out of this crazy place that we've dug out, and I could just keep digging. I almost need TNT or something down here to kind of open it up a bit. But let's try to find our way. Now, I do have this really high. I need to go a lot lower. Destroyed stone to kind of build myself up like I would with frames. And that's what you can do if you're in a pinch, ladies and gentlemen, and you forgot your frames like I did, that I never do. I always keep frames and wood on me. Make yourself some destroyed stone when you're mining from the sand and the stone that you're getting. And you can kind of build yourself a platform that way. So we need to go to, I'm pretty sure we were at minus 42 or so. Ooh, kind of glitched in there. Don't want to do that. That's a good way to die. Glitch through the terrain and die. Minus 42 when we came in. So I need to go about 10 more down. And that looks like it's about down. Break your leg. And there it is. Okay, okay. So nice. So we're going to... Am I crouched? Perma-crouched here? Yes, I was. Okay. So let's run back to the chest. Look at that, though. Look at that. It's so addictive, you know? I just can't stop. Want to get it all. Don't you kill me, gravel. It's everywhere. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you're short on nitrate, go to the snow biome, and with a little bit of hard work and some determination, you will come away with as much as you need, because it looks like here, look at that, look at that. I mean, I could just keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. And what's our inventory looking like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000, almost 6,000 nitrate already. We've not even scratched the surface of this. You know, I mean, this is right at the beginning where we found it, and I just figured I'd keep going deeper to see how far it actually went. Chasing it around in there, but it just looks like it's gonna go and go and go. But before I get too much further, I need to go back to that chest. I need to get the wooden frames, dump this stuff off in the chest, actually, because, you know, I very easily could get caught under some gravel and die and lose everything that I have so far. Not that I think it's going to be hard to replace with all that's down here, but, you know, we die and have to go all the way back from the hub city and have to build another mini bike because we don't have an emergency. Actually, we're not even in the hub city. We're all the way across in that barbed wire defense base. Another thing that could happen with all the mining I'm doing here, kind of recklessly mining, is a collapse from surface or from somewhere up there down. We don't want that to happen either. So let's do that. We're running very low on gas. This is a pretty healthy run to get back to the chest. Well worth it, though. Goodness. I'm very, very excited. I was starting to get nervous, kind of like I was before that horde in that barbed wire base. I was starting to get nervous that we weren't going to find any. And I was like, what am I going to do? How am I going to make some more gunpowder? So, yeah, look at the silly wood. And I just made mention. I was like, well, I don't need wood, because I had plenty of frames. I know you all are probably watching it and like, what is this guy doing? I don't know what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. I pretend to know what this game is and what it's all about. I don't know. I'm just guessing as I go. Making it up as I go. How about that? So I think we filled up. We're taking the pickaxe with us this time. And we're taking the frames, and we'll leave this destroyed stone behind. So almost 7,000. I say while we're here, still got a couple hours before morning even. We try to get another few thousand, get us up to at least 10,000 nitrate. Because let's look at it here real quick. Let's look at the gunpowder. So if it's a 1-to-1 there, that's going to make an incredible amount. Then we're just stuck on getting the brass that we need for the casings. Lead is going to be easy to come by. As a matter of fact, I showed you that little base that we had started out at. I feel as confident about this nitrate as I do the lead that I can just tunnel into the mountain right by that base and find all of that we need. So let's get back up here. Let's take some of these frames. Matter of fact, build our way up just a bit. And get a little bit more of this good stuff. Clear out this gravel so we can see what we're doing. See where it's at. I think we brought just the perfect amount of gas with us to kind of pick away and get enough to make this all worth our while. Of course, just finding some of it would have been worth our while, but I started worrying that this was going to be a futile attempt to find nitrate, and that maybe the seeds have a big part to do with finding it. But I know I'd listened even to Joel saying how hard nitrate was to come by in one of his videos, and they wanted to change the way that works, and locating it so you can make more gunpowder. But what is this on the ground? Crushed sand. But I just don't think he went over to the snow biome and spent any time, because you saw it took a half episode last time and darn near a quarter of an episode or so this time to locate it. Just determination, sticking to it, not giving up. So we're going to keep picking away all we can while we're here, and it's available to us. It'll be easy for us to come back now. Anytime we need more. And look at that. Look at that. Let's just clear out the gravel just to see what's here, what's available. Look at that. That is incredible. To be such a precious resource, we just hit the motherlode. And I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm pretty excited. Biggest concern was just getting this, and I had it in my mind after that horde was over. I said, you know what, that was a lot of fun taking on the horde, and I did enjoy using the guns, but I'm gonna run into a brick wall with that. and not have enough gunpowder to continue taking on hordes in such a manner. And we're going to be back at the free fall pit, kind of hunkering down in the bunker. And I don't know that that's really something that you want to watch in the Let's Play over and over and over. That same old style bunker. This barbed wire defense adds a bit of excitement. As you see, I was down to 12 hit points at one point in that horde because I just didn't pay very good attention to the fact that I was being attacked, and I was all focused on a cop that was out in front of me. So it's very easy to slip up on that and die. Kind of kept me on the edge of my seat. It was a lot of fun, though. I had a lot of fun over there. So in order to be able to do that again, I have to be able to produce a massive amount of bullets. I don't know if I want to go down in this hole or not. I can kind of tunnel through to the other side. Well, I tell you though, this just nitrate looks like it goes and goes and goes. I zone out here while I'm doing this. I'm so focused on it, and it's pretty relaxing actually. Probably one of the more relaxing things that I do in a day's time is getting on here and mining. We're benefiting like we are right here from something that we've been hoping to find. I know I was excited over in the desert when we found the nitrate over there along with the oil shale, and I was like, wow, you know, this may be a nice little place to get it, but it was very limited. You know, we only got maybe 500, 600, 800 or something from over there. Not the case in the snow biome. Have to be careful here with this gravel above my head. Kind of stuck off in a hole. Down in a hole. Alright, we're going to get out of here in just a minute. It's 5 in the morning. So I guess we'll spend a couple episodes gathering. Well, we've gotten this part out of the way, which I thought, oh, there's bedrock right there. Alright. Gathering what I thought would be the hardest to find and take the longest in the nitrate. So next step will be coal and lead. And you know, we may do it not in that order. We may go lead and then coal. I'm really confident about coal. The lead, we may try to take on that area right by the old base. See if we can't get some lead from there. And the lead is, if you find it, it's just as abundant as the nitrate that you see here. So if we find that, we're good. We'll get a bunch of it really fast. How much are we up to here? 1, 2. All right, so we're over 10,000. We're good. We're good to go. I'll pick away a couple more nodes on the way out, and then we'll be good on this for a long time. Let's see what our elevation is. We're at minus 47, so we actually need to go up a little bit this time. Let's see. Let us see where we are located. Is it up through here? Is where we came from. Now we are at minus 39. There's a frame that I had put down, so that's the breadcrumb trail we're looking for. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Nice. I appreciate it. If you hung through here, hung in with me through this, tip of the old hat to you, because whew, I was really nervous when we set out on this yesterday's episode that it was going to be a wild goose chase, you know, something that was not easily achieved. All right, so we're going to take our iron, our wood. We'll take our axe. Though we need stone, I think I will leave that behind and take the sand first. Then we'll take stone. Okay. We'll take our... Yeah, we'll leave the storage chest here, because we may need that again here one day. I can make a new one. So that's all that we need. Goodbye, beautiful mine full of nitrate. Make our way on up the surface here. Hop on our mini bike. Head on back. Fortunately for us, we were right close to that little base. We'll get some steel pumping in the forge before we take off. I still have about 20 minutes in the episode here. Still have a decent amount of time to go. There's that one frame again. I did not do a good job in building the staircase to get out of here. Go back over here, dump these things off, and we're going to have... No. Don't be so angry, lady. Most likely, that mountain that was close by our base, just going to tunnel into that bad boy. Is that lead down there? No, it's not lead. I'm going to tunnel into it directly in, just as I did on the server. Hope to have yield same results as we did there. Oh, I did the same thing. Evil Knieveled right over the tree there. And let's dump all this off first for our last few moments here. Then we'll head back to the plains biome for the coal. If we tap out over there, and I don't think we will, but if we tap it out, we'll go to the burnt biome next to our hub city base, and we'll mine there for a little bit. I was very, very successful on the server in the burnt biome gathering coal. We have a big mountain right there by the base. Let's say we utilize that being so conveniently located. Do that, you know, just so. Whoops. We'll eat that. Get this all stashed away. Where's our sand? Was right there, yeah. Nice. Have a nice collection of sand. We'll never be able to carry all this back with us when we go. And we're going to put the nitrate right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,500 nitrate. Ooh. What a score that was. All right. Should be enough to get us by here a little bit. I tell you what. What's the iron at here? 499. We'll top that off. And then get some more steel going. Well, you know what? How much will that make? 126. Yeah, we'll do it. So we're going to smelt some more down. So I really don't have a big use for steel right now other than repairing some pillars and some spikes. Boy, this little base here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just started halfway through the series and did not watch the first episodes and see me create this very early game in the early stages and watch me use this base, you absolutely should go back some episodes and just check out a few of the horde attacks in that base. So simple to use. Started out as cobblestone. Look at that. Even kills pigs. I mean, it's incredible. It doesn't look like much, but we took on some massive hordes in that thing, and it absolutely stood the test and was a beautiful base for us. Just did everything we needed times 10. Matter of fact, I remember one time I went over to it, did not have any steel for the horde to repair with, didn't even need it. Figured I'd go ahead and nip that real quick. All right, let me take a look at the map. Okay, so this mountain goes for a ways. Nice. Might as well take out old gal. Symbol to get the bullets out. Stand here for just a moment. Looks like that zombie's chasing the pig down the road. Looks like a big farmer guy. Maybe he is. That's going to take a little time to fix. I tell you what. Oop, we don't want to do that. I'm going to... How much gas do we have? 4,000 should be enough. Let's stick that in there. Let us stick the wood in there since we have some frames this time. Absolutely have frames. And let's get to digging. Just to put something behind us. Absolutely is not going to hold anything off if they do want to get in, but just in case. So we're going to hold down on the button here for a moment as we tunnel our way into the mountain. This is going to take care of our need for lead, so we make plenty of bullet tips. I'm going to go ahead and get a repair on this thing as well. Right. So you're gonna have to cross your fingers again for me, ladies and gentlemen, so that we can get our lid on here and fill up with lots and lots of that, and then we can move on. What we might do, oh, what do we have? What do we have? We have some gravel, but it looks like steel, or iron, I should say. I'm just going to keep on going past this and see if we can't just find ourselves a pocket of lead. Dig out a little bit just to make sure there's none mixed in here, but I don't think so. We may skip out just to change up the mining a little bit, and instead of going and getting the coal after this next episode, we'll go to some towns. And we'll get our little brass trick going on that I was talking about. If you don't know, you have to tune in to see that. It's really not anything super special, but it's just an extra way to get a bit more brass. Also, we'll loot and scavenge what I believe to have some brass. We'll take our wrench. Pretty sure we have one in our mini bike. And we'll stop by cars and start to scrap those as well to get the radiators that we need for brass. So not as lucky as I was on the server, just tunneling in 25 blocks and boom, hitting a pocket of lead that got us 30 or 40,000. But I feel pretty confident this time too, though, that we keep digging in here. We're going to find some. Let's see what our elevation's at. We're at plus 21. I say we go higher in the mountain. I think I was a good bit higher up in the mountain when I found that lead. We go up for a little bit and then we'll go down as well. And that scavenging in a town will give you all a break from this, because this probably is a little fatiguing. As much as I enjoy doing it, it's probably not very enjoyable to watch, but for some of you at least. So we're trying to change it up a little bit and do that brass hunt. See if we can get ourselves, I don't know, 10,000 brass, you know, something like that. We'll really put good effort into it and focus on nothing but that for a while. Tell you what, it may have been a mistake to go any higher. We'll just stay down low and keep going forward here for just a little while. It's kind of tricky going up at an angle anyway. If we don't find anything soon, I may start digging down towards bedrock. We'll try that route. I feel like the lead is a little bit higher up, but I don't know that for sure. Well, let's see where we're at on the map here. So we're pretty deep into the mountain now. Expecting to see gravel pop up at any moment. Winding down to the end of the episode here. So hopefully I can strike gold before we end this episode. But absolutely hold on to all of your trophies, doorknobs, candlesticks, all that stuff that you get from zombies early game. I have a bad habit of throwing that stuff out or not picking it up. But then you get later game, and brass is kind of a precious thing. You know, there's no good way of getting that other than scrapping cars. That's a guarantee with the radiators. So I tell you what, we're going to start digging down a little bit at an angle here. See what we can find a little deeper. I have a bad feeling, though, the deeper we go, it's just going to be iron down here. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. What's our elevation now? Plus 21. Am I not? Oh my goodness. Oh, well, we're gonna do that. We're gonna absolutely go down. We've gone for a long time straight forward here, and I thought for sure we would run into something by now, but we might as well try to go to bedrock. This is not having as much success as I had hoped by just drilling straight into the mountain. Give a little repair. We've absolutely fixed our stone problem with all that we have back at the little starter base, and it's probably going to take us a couple trips to transport all of the goods back to our hub city base. We'll do it. Take care of it over time. Most importantly, you know, is just that nitrate and coal that we may find. But like I said, before the end of the episode, I'll scope out exactly where we're going to head tomorrow for the brass hunt for tomorrow's episode. And we'll do it at nighttime if we have to. This doesn't really bother me. Going out in the towns at nighttime adds a little bit of excitement, I guess. You know, go out and fight the zombies at nighttime. We'll scope that out in just a minute here. Let me get just a little further along. Check our elevation, and we are at +3. We're still positive. Goodness. So hard to keep that downward slope a perfect slope if you just hold down on the mouse button. So I'm hoping to set us up for success. It may not be, may not immediately reveal itself our success, but by pooling more resources, stone, iron, and of course the nitrate, coal, and brass, we'll set ourselves up for down the road if we decide to do a new build or whatever it is that we decide. Well, we certainly will have the resources to handle it without having to do this again. So just hang out with me a couple more episodes. Like I said, tomorrow's episode will be a lot more interesting because I'll go around to different towns. We'll take some gas out of that little base. I'm only going to continue this for another moment, and then we'll worry about the lead at a different time. You know, we'll come back and try to do this, but we'll go back to the base. We'll dump this stuff off. We'll gather some gas. And we'll go out on a brass hunt and see what we can come up with over the course of a day or so. And that'll be a bit more interesting because we'll get to see some new towns. We'll get to kill lots of zombies in the process. I'm really surprised at this. We're digging down a good bit here not to have found anything. Let me check the map. Okay, so we're still in that biome. It's a lot of digging to say we haven't even found one patch of gravel or iron or anything at this point. So a few minutes left here in the episode. And no luck. Well, that's okay. You know, we gave it a good effort. We're not going to give up, though. We're absolutely going to come back and find some lead at some point. It just won't be today. But we have to get that for our bullet tips to make a large amount of those. There's a screamer up on the hill up there somewhere. That auger absolutely attracts those. But we'll shoot back over to the base. We'll dump out the stone and iron that we've picked up. We'll grab some gas. Make sure I do have a wrench, maybe even two, and some forged iron. I'll make some forged iron to repair that bad boy with. Pretty sure that's what we need for the old wrench-a-rooski. Pair of Nurse Nancy's. Oh, just gonna follow me back down. Look at the trees growing there. So this is the, if you're new to the series, this tree farm we started out with 45,000 wood right there. If we cut all those down with the old chainsaw. Close that back just so one doesn't fall down in here with us and give us a scare. Little surprise visit. Don't need any unwanted guests. Almost a chest. It's a shame we can't just pick up this chest and strap it on the mini bike. Take that back with us. The whole chest, nothing but the chest. We're going to throw out our dirt fragments. We're going to throw our iron in here. Scrap as well. Tell you what, we can stick our lead in here for the time being. And our brass. It's all gun supplies. Let's get a bunch of gas. 6. That's 3 full refills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tell you what, let's top that last one off to give us 4 full refills on the mini bike. And then we're out of gas over here. So, all right, so let me check, make sure we have a wrench. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging out, watching another episode. We're going to do it again tomorrow and go get some brass. See you then.